I remember it just, the speed of it is the thing that still shocks me and still gets to me.
I started with a very, very, very small headache compared to what's going to happen on Sunday night, and then the Monday it just sort of grew, and then grew and grew and grew.
By about 2 o'clock, I remember just being so weak and unwell, but then I thought maybe it's just the flu. Like I hadn't had a proper winter flu in years and years and years.
And then my mum took me to the doctors, and then the doctor came over and he just sort of poked me in my face and he said, "Did that hurt?" And I was like, yeah, because I was a little bit out of it by this time as well. Like, oh yeah, it's just sinusitis, go home.
And it was only a really flippant remark from my boyfriend that made me think about it. And he was like, "Oh God, it's just the flu." It's not like it's literally his words, but it's not like it's meningitis or anything, but literally the words out of his mouth.
A few hours passed, and we got into the next day, and then it just completely erupted in my head and all down my spine as well. It really started to erupt.
I just noticed this little tiny rash, and it's maybe the size of a 10p piece, so the tiniest thing that could have easily been explained away, and then it wouldn't go. And I remember it just sank, my stomach just sank, and I just remember going, okay, this might be something more.
And then I just remember throwing up and passing out because of the pain, waking up to throw up and then passing out, and then throwing up and passing out, and then going to hospital. Again, they didn't believe that it was meningitis. And then I just remember the next day when the lumbar puncture started.
The bit that I remember the most is when I had to have the lumbar puncture, and at that point I just crashed. My body just gave up, my blood pressure dropped to below 40. The consultant at the time told my boyfriend to ring my mum and tell her to come up because she might have to say goodbye. And
then they actually said, oh yeah, my bad, it is actually bacterial meningitis. So I got put into a little side room, and all the nurses had to wear masks and other stuff like that, which didn't really help. And then a week passed, and they were like, okay, we're going to let you go home now, and you can just have some oral antibiotics instead. So I was like, okay, let me just get out of here.
I can't explain how much it takes out of you. It was just, I just remember just being exhausted for months and months and months.
The next few months were a little bit of a blur of just tiredness and pain. Totally numb, emotionless, a different person, just a completely different person.
And I remember just being at breaking point one day, just being like, I can't do this, I can't carry on being so exhausted. I don't understand why I feel sick still. I just remember just looking up, being like, there must be a charity, there must be someone somewhere.
I wouldn't talk to my friends anymore, so I lost a lot of friends because suddenly I wasn't texting them back and I wasn't meeting with them. So I just didn't have people in my life at all, and it was incredibly lonely and incredibly isolating.
And then the initial contact I had with Justine, I think, was a phone call, and we had arranged a time to talk.
So I remember being really, really nervous because I got matched with my person. I was like, oh my god, yeah, I've got my person. And I remember thinking, oh, what should I ask? How much does she want to tell me? How much should I tell her? Because I was really worried about a good balance of sharing what had happened to me, but not wanting to take over.
So I remember being in the lowest of the low and just thinking, I can't go on, I don't understand how anyone can go past this. And that first conversation, I think I was on the phone for about 4 hours for that first conversation. And just being in that pit and then talking to someone who's going, well, actually I'm finishing uni now and I had a terrible time also. And you go, okay, well maybe I can do that. Maybe actually that is okay. And it's at the point now where I think I've known Justine for 5 years, and we must message each other pretty much every day. I think nearly every day. All I
it has totally changed my life. It would be so weird not to have Harry there for me to text.
There's sometimes, it's not even days where you necessarily want to, you might not necessarily text each other, but just knowing there's someone at the end of the phone can sometimes just be enough to ease your day.
I'm so happy I did it. It has had a massive impact on my life.